Okay, this is part one of what if Deku was an anti-hero, or what if Deku had key, whichever one you want to hear. Now, for this what if the work I gotta change the world of UA, US, the world of My Hero Academia. I had to change it. So, in this one, quirks are everything. If you don't have a quirk, you're nothing. Another thing, they get their quirks evaluated at the age of 2. Okay, changing those simple rules just changed the whole thing. So, let's go. Deku is stillborn, baby, green hair, no regular size baby. Now, Deku turns 2. Then Inko takes him to get his quirk evaluated. Because, like I said, at the age of 2, they get their quirks evaluated. Now, Inko finds out that Deku don't have a quirk. So, Inko gives up Deku. She puts him in the orphanage. Deku grows up in an orphanage. He's bullied, beaten, things like that. Because, most of the other kids have quirks. He don't. And he kicked out the orphanage at the age of 6. He lives on the street. Oh, yeah. UA, I'm going to make it so this one, UA don't start until they're in college, like when they turn 17. No, when they're about to turn 18, So, Deku, at the age of 6, he kicked out of the orphanage and he lives on the street for most of his life. This one, Deku started living in the forest. Deku living in the forest, he is used to the animals and he learns ki. From one time he was in danger and but it was ki one time. And I'm talking about the Dragon Ball ki. So, ki blast, He also learned how to put ki inside his body to strengthen it. So Deku, learned ki and he started developing his body, getting that muscular type build, but not that too muscular, like slim, but build. Because you don't want to be too muscular, you can't move that fast. And Deku, he wants to be speedy but strong. And he come up with techniques that he can use. Something like the Kaioken, not Kaioken. Something like the Kamehameha wave. Something like the Kamehameha wave, the Gallic gun, Final Flash, things like that. Oh yeah, he do have transformations like Super Saiyan, things like that, but he don't call him Super Saiyan. And his hair do go blind. And green, whatever, bluish green eyes, I think called turquoise, whatever. He do have that, so that could basically have Super Saiyan. But he don't call it Super Saiyan because he don't know that it's called it. Basically, I'm making Deku a Saiyan. That's just to say that. Now, Deku lives in the woods by himself. He can speak, do all that. He just got that slim build, and he's super strong. Now, Deku, he only got Super Saiyan 1. He only got Super Saiyan 2, or 3, or 4, or God, or anything like that. He just got Super Saiyan 1. Actually, no, he got false Super Saiyan. He don't got Super Saiyan 1 yet. I'm gonna give it to him later. So, Deku, he 13 now. Basically living in the woods by himself. So basically, people, then a whole bunch of villains, just robbed the bank. And they run into the forest to try to hide from the heroes. They come across Deku, they try to take Deku hostage, Then they fight. Deku demolishes them. He kills them. That's gonna be Deku thing. He gonna kill villains and beat up heroes because he don't want to be a hero. He lost his faith in heroes. So that happened. Deku killed all the villains. Now, the person that followed the heroes, the villains, were, sorry about that, was All Might. Now, All Might comes across this kid who just killed all the villains. He tried to, stop him. He said, "Hey, kid, did you kill these villains?" Deku says, "Yes, I did." "Why do you ask?" "Because I was here to stop them." Dang it. He says, "You can't kill people, kid." Deku says, "Why not?" All Might says, "Because it's illegal." Deku says, "Why is it illegal?" All Might get confused because, the kid basically just said, ask them why is killing illegal. "Because you're not supposed to do it, kid." Deku says, "Why can't I do it? If somebody tries to kill me, am I supposed to just let them kill me? Or do I kill them?" All Might stops to think. He has a point. "But kid, you can't do that." Deku says, "Are you going to stop me or something?" All Might says, "Yes, I have to. I have to take you in." Deku says, try to. Deku ain't as strong as All Might yet. Because he's still a little bit young, he's a little bit weak. His false Super Saiyan, gives him up to like 90% of All Might power. But, All Might already got weakened, so right now he's strong. If he, do the false Super Saiyan, he's stronger than All Might. But he's not stronger than All Might in his base form, because, his base form is a little bit weak. Actually, no, his base form is about 50% of All Might. So All Might try to, grab Deku. Deku just basically grab his hand and throw it away. All Might saying that this kid is pretty strong. So he started using, 25% power. Deku still throwing his hand away and stopping him. All Might bumps up to 50. He see that Deku is equal to strength. Then he go to 75%, which I think 80% is his limit. But Deku a little bit weaker then. So they just fight. Deku then goes to false Super Saiyan and she beats All Might up and kicks him away. All Might rushes back and punches like Deku. They going super hard fighting each other. Deku's getting mad because All Might's getting on his nerves. He won't stay down. He won't leave him alone. So this one Deku unlocks Super Saiyan. And he starts fighting All Might. And he defeats All Might. All Might shocked that he just got beaten by a kid. All Might asks, "Why don't you become a hero, kid?" Deku says, "I don't like heroes. I lost my faith in heroes ever since I was a kid. When I was younger, I lost my faith in heroes. So I would never become one. But I'm never going to become a villain either. I'll be the guy that hunts them down. I'm hunting villains. And I might beat up heroes. So, which one do you want to be, All Might? Do you want to be a villain and get hunted down and killed? Or a hero that gets beat up and put in the hospital and can't do hero work anymore?" All Might says, "I'd rather be a hero than a villain. Because that's what my nature is. I'm a hero at heart. I'm not a villain." Deku says, "Some people can believe that, some can't. So, goodbye, All Might." As Deku walks away and disappears. He basically moves so fast that he disappeared. So All Might goes back, to UA, tells Principal Nezu and other heroes that there's a kid Who is stronger than me? Deku basically dropped out of Super Saiyan. He get tired because that was his first time using it. All Might basically explains as a kid in the forest that's stronger than me. And, he don't want to be a hero, but he don't want to be a villain. So, that's what shocked because All Might just said that this kid stronger than him. All Might says that we should watch this kid because he can be someone that's truly terrifying to villains and heroes at the same time. But I don't think he's going to become a villain. Okay. A couple more years passed. Deku, he mastered Super Saiyan after figuring out one time that rage is, the trigger to Super Saiyan. So Deku masters his emotions and, gets the rage and he controls it. That he masters Super Saiyan by doing what Goku and Goten did. Basically staying in the rage. Basically staying in Super Saiyan for a long time. He stayed in Super Saiyan for a year, making him 14. So he has full control over Super Saiyan. Now, Deku's going to get Super Saiyan 2 in a later date. When he meets a certain, like a villain. Now, Deku, he goes into the city to buy some clothes because this is kind of weird when, just these clothes that he got now, that he got from animals. So Deku, he ends up going to a shop. He finds clothes that he wants to wear, and he basically tries them on and basically just takes the clothes. He walks out without paying because, Deku don't have any money. The shop owner tried to stop him, but Deku, as soon as he turned that corner, he disappeared. He basically flew up and flew away. Now, Deku in the forest, basically just training, lifting weights, and, running. Now, Deku goes to the city again. He just walking around. Then this villain, basically, attacks a hero. This villain has an illusion quirk. It basically shows somebody their memories. Their memories of, their most hated memories. Even if they don't remember these memories, their most hated memories will come up. Things that they forgot, things they can't remember, things that they weren't supposed to remember. It still comes up. So, the villain does that, in a whole block area, people, get mad because they remember memories that they weren't supposed to remember. And Deku too. Deku basically gets a memory of Inko. This woman that abandoned him. He gets a memory of the kids at the orphanage, the adults at the orphanage. All the time he was beaten, not fed. Things like that. It just made Deku mad and angered him and enraged him. Deku basically just activated Super Saiyan 2. Deku basically powers up and electricity comes around him. Deku gets super, super mad. And he kills that villain because he don't want to see those memories again. But everybody else still seeing the memories. They're going to end shortly because it has a time limit to it. 5 minutes at least. So Deku flies away after killing that villain. He in the forest again, trying to calm down his anger, but he's still in Super Saiyan 2. Deku can see the more angry he gets, the more powerful he gets. And the longer he stays in Super Saiyan 2. So Deku, stayed in Super Saiyan 2 for a whole month. Still angry at the fact that he remembering Inko and the kids at the orphanage. Some people, when they walk into the forest, they feel this massive bloodlust and this immense pressure coming over them. After that month, Deku gets out of Super Saiyan 2 and his bloodlust calms down. Now, Deku did activate it again, but this time he's much more calmer. And, he mastered Super Saiyan 2 after 2 years. So, Deku 16. Actually, no. I'm gonna put, Deku gonna go to UA. But he's still gonna kill villains. Now, like I said, UA starting at the college years. So, when he's 17, he finna turn 18, All Might go on, basically, invite him to UA. And he ain't gonna take the exam. Because he's stronger than All Might. In his base form already. Now, Deku basically stronger than All Might in his base form. His base form is equal to 1000% of Warfall. And, Super Saiyan 1 million. And Super Saiyan 2 1 billion. And I might give him Super Saiyan 3. Now, Deku, now he turned 17, a year passed after that. All Might, basically. I just heard some change or something. All Might basically comes to the forest and he invites Deku to come to UA, the college. Since Deku never went to a middle school or, preschool or high school, they have to, catch him up on world history, math, English, science, Japanese, because not English. Japanese language arts. JPA. JLA. So, Deku, he's super smart in this one. None of my Dekus are idiots. And Deku, he learned pretty fast too. Saiyan genetics. And they basically open arm welcome Deku to UA. So that's Hollywood. Now everyone else still take the exam like in canon. Now what's different about the exam is Deku is the final boss. Oh yeah, Bakugo don't know Deku because, he basically left when he was 2. Actually, no, Deku did go to preschool because he was 6. Yes, he did go to a preschool and then he was kicked out of the orphanage. So, he remembers Bakugo. No, he went to the same ones. Bakugo remembered Deku because they went to the same preschool. He remembers this bullying this one quirkless kid with green hair and green eyes. Oh yeah, they eyes, they ain't green no more. They're not red like in this. They black. I mean pitch black. So now, everybody take their exam like they do in Candy. And then, they get to the battle portion with the robots. Everyone the strong robots and the 0 pointer comes out. President Mike did explain that there is a final boss, but he isn't gonna come until after the 0 pointer. After they see Zero Pointer, he's gonna come and display his strength. So, Zero Pointer comes out. Rocket don't get stuck in this one. She runs away. And, everybody knows Sokka Zero Pointer because it's super big. And then, the Zero Pointer basically explodes. Boom. From the explosion, they can see someone. Someone just, floating there. Bakugo also seeing there's someone floating there. Because I'm going to say Bakugo is in the same area with Ida or Rocket because I want him to be. And I can't do it. Deku just floating there. He says, bunch of weaklings. Can't even store this one robot. Now you want to become heroes. Let me show you a display of strength. As Deku puts his arm to points his right arm to the side. And a key blast basically fly out and hits a building. It erases that building completely. And everybody's shocked at Deku's strength. Deku says, if you all fought me right now, you all would lose. So you might as well, run along. Now, the exam over with, and everybody leaves. Deku goes back to his house that UA basically made for him. And there's something, special to Deku. Deku loves peanut butter. He don't know why, he just loves peanut butter. And he also loves oranges. He don't like putting it together, but he loves peanut butter and oranges. He also loves, basic meat, like, he just loves, food like that. He loves food, and he can eat a whole lot of it. So, you would basically make exceptions for Deku eating habits. They basically know that Deku can eat a whole restaurant. So, they always, make Deku food at his house, and, Deku eats at his house, even though he can go to UA and eat, but that won't, fill him up. Because Deku basically has Saiyan genetics. He needs a lot of nutrients to keep fighting. And he burns fat at a large rate for a lot of training he do. My nose stopped up. So, everybody gets to UA, after they get their letters, telling them what rank they got. And, Deku already in classroom because he's one of the first people there. Aizawa and Deku, just basically in class. Deku, he isn't lazy, he's super active. So what Deku doing is he basically just manipulating his ki. Like, I'm gonna say Deku ki is a mixture of different keys from different animes, like Dragon Ball, ki blast and things like that from Black Clover. Basically you can sense ki from Black Clover and like see the movements of people. And basically like Deku can manipulate his ki to make objects, and he basically makes a small little tiger run around on his desk, and he basically playing with it. It's alive, basically, and he playing with the tiger. The tiger basically dibbling on his fingers, things like that, like a little cat would. Deku loves cats and dogs. He's an animal person. Now, everybody, gets in class. And, Deku's still, playing with it. And, Deku loves music. So he has his earphones in, just basically blasting his music. If anybody else heard, music Deku listening to, their eardrums will bust. So Deku music is super loud. So he wouldn't be able to hear anything. So, everybody gets in class. Either sees Deku using this quirk and school property and school grounds. Deku just basically still playing with his tiger. He ain't worried about either. He can't hear him. And he not looking up to see him. Either then taps him. Deku, super feeling, Deku basically grabs either arm, flips him over, and has a key blast right in his face. He still got his music on. He takes one of the earbuds out and says, "What do you want, kid?" No, not. He says, "What do you want, and why are you tapping me?" He just says, "You can't use your quirk on school grounds." Deku says, "I don't care. I do whatever I want. You're not the boss of me, kid." And then Aizawa comes in and says, "Izuku, not Zuku. Yeah, Izuku, calm down. And release the kid." Izuku does. He releases Ida, and Ida goes sits down. Aizawa tells him, "You, sit down." Problem childs. Whatever. "My name is Shoto Aizawa. I am your homeroom teacher. Put on these uniforms and go outside." Haraka asks, "What about orientation? You're in the high school now. You don't really do orientation." Not high school. You're in college now. You really do orientation in colleges. So, everybody goes, gets dressed, and then they go outside. They see how, toned Deku is. They go outside, and Aizawa throws the ball to Bakugo because he got first place. You can say Deku basically got last place because he didn't take the exam at all. But they already know how strong Deku is, so he don't really have to show his strength. He don't got to do the exam for Aizawa, but so they basically throw the ball. Everybody throw the ball. They give it getting candy. No, they get a little bit more candy because they're a little bit older. They're a little bit older, but they never worked on their quirk a day in their life. So everybody gets a little bit more candy because when you get older, your quirk gets stronger. And everybody wonder why Deku ain't taking the exam. So they ask, why isn't he taking the exam? As I always said, because I know his strength. He's stronger than everybody in his class. They say, bull crap. I want to see him take the exam. So Aizawa says, all right, fine. He tells Deku to throw the ball. Deku gets infinity. Everybody's shocked by that. Deku to do the race. Deku, first place, runs. As soon as he, look like he take a step, Deku at the finish line. Basic instant transmission. They tell Deku to do the long jump. Deku basically jump up and start floating. The side jumps. Deku moves faster than Mineta did, getting first place. The grip strength, Deku breaks it. Everybody seeing this display of power that, Deku has. As I said, see, he's way stronger than everybody here. So just shut up and wait. So that's over with. Now, I'm gonna do the heroes versus villains, then I'm gonna end it. So all my walks in the classroom, he tells everybody, we're gonna be doing hero versus villain training. Everybody gets on their hero costumes. They go out into the basic city. All my picks teams and same teams as Candy. They all go out and they fight. Deku versus Bakugo. When Bakugo first went down there, he tried to hit Deku. Deku basically just key barrier, and it bounced right off him. Deku then knees Bakugo in the stomach, and then chops on the back of the neck, knocking him out. Deku then tells Uraka to make him float, and they tie him up. Either Deku basically just shoots the door, and it creates a smoke screen. Deku then tells Uraka to run in there and tap Ida, then tap the bomb. The Rocket listens to what Deku says. Ida gets trapped after, he gets tapped by a rocket. He can't, basically move because he floating. Your rocket taps the bomb and All Might says Hero Team wins. Ida is shocked that he just lost that fast. So, everybody, come out and they take Bakugo to the nurse office. In the nurse office, the recovery girl basically see that Bakugo, a couple of his ribs broken, his spine is bruised, and a couple bones, bruised, because, Deku basically need him and chop him on the back of the neck. So, Bakugo got to recover from that. All Might basically tell him what they did right, what they did wrong. Momo basically says to Deku that, he didn't really use teamwork. Deku tells Momo that he's not really good at teamwork. He mostly works by himself. Because that's what I'm mostly used to, being by myself, being alone. So please do not come me with that. As he says that he then, basically disappears back to his house. On the end of the day, come and everybody leaves. Now this one will end this off. I'm sorry, but my throat's starting to hurt and my nose is running. But it's not running, it's stopped up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.